Community Spotlight, powered by ATB Wealth Kelowna. Ready to take a powerful step towards the future you want today? Connect with local advisors at ATB Wealth Kelowna to get started.
Hello everyone and welcome to ATB Wealth Community Spotlight, where we do features on local businesses and people in the community that are making a difference. I'm excited today to have Matthew Arnold with me. Matthew, thank you for joining me.
My pleasure. Thanks
I might call you Matt as well. Okay,
so both work. Okay. You know. Hey, you with the beard also.
That's right. So Matthew is the co-owner and lead guide for Okanagan Canyoning Adventure, which is. And then there's the parent company, which is Western Canyoning Adventure,
yes,
or collective as well. So, so Matthew, maybe let's start, because it's funny, because when I do these talks, I always say, hey, we should be like in the field, like we should be doing at your business. I don't know if I should be canyoning with you. I was looking at some of your videos. Think I could do it?
I absolutely think you can do it.
So tell us about what is canyoning. When people say that word, like what does that refer to?
So canyoning is, it's an up and coming sport.
Okay.
It's been around internationally for more than 50 years, but
right,
here in Canada specifically, it's been a bit slow to catch on. But it's essentially an adventure sport, like mountaineering, whitewater rafting, all these kind of things.
Yeah.
We take different aspects of skill levels from those specific sports. We mash them all together and we go rappel down canyons. So sometimes these are slot canyons, really tight ones, like you might see in the American Southwest, or deep canyons down the side of a mountain, or steep walled canyons. And we put these skills together. We traverse down these creeks and rappel down waterfalls. We rappel over waterfalls. We find natural water slides and deep pools to jump into. It's just a ton of fun.
It sounds like a kid on like steroids. You're just having fun out there.
It's a natural water park, really. Yeah,
love it. So, Matt, how did you get into this? Like, were you I want to say thrill seeker, for lack of a better word, when you were a kid? Like, how did you get into this sport?
Well, for me personally, nature has always been an incredibly huge part of my life. This is the only place that I really feel comfortable.
Right.
But I went to college for mountaineering through the College of the Rockies, the Mountain Adventure Skills course. Yeah. Back then, when I did that, back in the early 2000s, canyoning wasn't even on their radar. So they taught me how to whitewater kayak, rafting, swimming, first aid, rock climbing, ice climbing, all of the above. So I traveled down that road. Several years ago, I was a cave guide at Horn Lake Park on Vancouver Island. That's where I really got introduced to like a totally different set of rope skills. So different from rock climbing and mountaineering. And introduced into caves, which are just like beautiful, sensitive, unique environments.
A little bit untouched, right?
Quite untouched.
For lack of a better word.
So I really got into exploration. I love guiding people, just bringing them to my favorite places. And that's where my lead guide there told me about this sport called canyoning.
And you're like, what's that?
What? Never heard of it. And at the time, there was only one company in Canada that was doing it. Well, actually, that's not true. Quebec has their own canyoning company. So Canyoning Quebec. But it was Rocky Mountain Canyoning. A fellow by the name of Joe Storms ran that. He was the very first master guide in Canada. And I moved off the island. Went to Mount Robson Provincial Park with my wife, and we went hiking up to the bottom of this one beautiful canyon that I was looking at. And I saw there were anchors down there, and I was like, "What? Who has done this?" So that prompted me to send Joe Storms an email, and he invited me out on some first descents in Wells Gray Park. And that was the beginning of my transition to canyoning. And I met my business partner, Guillaume Cooper, there. And we've now built this together, which has
Love it.
been a wild ride.
Very cool. So you're part of there's an overall collective that has different businesses in different regions. Is that the best way to say? So your focus is the Okanagan, and then you guys have other businesses or adventure businesses in other regions across Canada or Western Canada or just BC.
Pretty much Western Canada is kind of what we're shooting for. But we've put together what's called the Western Canyoning Collective, which is our overall umbrella.
Yeah.
And under that, we have Banff Canyoning, which runs our tours in the Rockies.
Sure. Okay.
And into Golden as well. So that's our newest location that we've opened up.
Yeah.
And then Western Canyon Adventures is now kind of like the Okanagan, and I'm trying to build one for Vancouver Island too. That's where my wife lives.
Okay.
And, I want to make her happy and see me more. Under the umbrella, we do our tours, but we also now provide training courses. So we've developed pretty in-depth training courses because these skills are very specific.
Right. Sure.
If you're just a rock climber and you want to go down a canyon, you can do it for sure. But I guess what I like to tell rock climbers is if you don't know how to rescue somebody who is stuck on the rope in a waterfall and being waterboarded or drowning, you should probably reevaluate your choices and get appropriate training.
Right.
Because that's our biggest thing. We want to train people to be able to react appropriately and fast.
Do it safe.
But once you gain the skills,
you got them.
You can go anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, are you, on your time off, quote unquote, are you always exploring and trying to find new canyons to explore? Like how does that go about? Like, are you always exploring to find?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Short answer, yes. That's, for me, the biggest passion is exploration. I've done a lot of cave exploration. Canyon exploration is different. So, like, caves are sensitive, unique environment. So are canyons. But I love finding them. Sometimes I just go for a long, brutal walk in the bush. And it's just a creek walk.
And you
sometimes I find new waterfalls or water slides, and I get to show those to locals who didn't even know they exist. So
very neat. So how you guys do a few things, like so there's a tour side, there's the courses, and then there's team building as well. I'm curious, we'll talk about team building in a second, but from your courses or tours or maybe courses, like how young do you get, like how young of people do you see involved in this?
So on our tour side, pretty much like if you're over 65 pounds, you're good to go.
You're good, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to be like, have a comfortability level, because we will push people's comfort levels, with heights and waters, but the way that we have our courses set up is like we strive for safety, but comfortability. So our what we call the adrenaline course, super appropriate for families, participants of all ages and walks of life. It's really convenient canyon, lots of escape zones. We're never more than 10 minutes away from the car. And the oldest person to do it was 86.
Oh, wow.
The heaviest person was over 300 pounds.
Okay.
You just got to have a good adventure sense and be able to walk under the uneven, slippery terrain for the length of the tour.
Sure. So from the tour side, are those set tours, or do you build tours based on, if you had a group of people, would you build a tour, or do you kind of have them set and I would just join an existing tour?
So we do have preset tours,
okay.
Which people can just join.
Okay.
But if people call in and they want something different, we're happy to try to accommodate. And we really like that development phase and trying to make people's kind of thoughts come to life. So,
love it.
Yeah.
Very cool. Then on the courses, same sort of thing. I assume you have, I see that you have like recreational courses. So probably I would assume those are for more, I'll call them beginners, someone that maybe hasn't done. And then professional, is that professional guidance, someone has sort of explored a little bit more and they're kind of pushing their limits a little bit more as well? Yeah,
so the recreational ones are from beginner Intermediate and advanced. So
Okay.
we call them like the level 1, 2, 3 kind of thing. And we'll train people up to the point where they are capable of leading a group of recreationalists through a canyon. So as a canyon leader, you should have all the appropriate skill sets, the same as a guide, essentially, except you're just leading friends.
Okay.
The professional level courses are more designed for people who want to get into guiding. So group management, client expectations, a little bit more in depth, but pretty much the same kind of skill set as a canyon leader, but also for search and rescue teams or mountain professionals, rescue anybody who would find themselves needing to get into a canyon environment or being able to assess it. So,
and then we'll talk about the last group is sort of the team building side. So the team building side, are you working with mostly corporate side, or is that what you're seeing?
Mostly corporate side right now, but we're also trying to get into like school groups and youth groups, and just working on. So essentially, like giving people some skills, but also teaching them to work together. Teamwork helps people get through a canyon. It's like it can be an adrenaline sport, but it's also like really slow paced. You don't ever want to move so fast because that's how you get slips and trips.
Is it tactical as well? Like
it is tactical. We are constantly thinking. We call it sequencing.
The next step.
How we are approaching the hazards that we're going to overcome.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. So I'm curious, of all the places you've been to, is there one that really stands out to you? Is there one that you're like, wow, like that was like the experience for me? Is there one that really stands out for you? Or is there too many to name?
That's such a hard question. People ask me that all the time.
Yeah.
But they're all so different. It's hard for me to put my finger on my favorite one. They're just
so if you had to go out this afternoon, where would you go? Somewhere in our area. Was there one place that you're like, yeah, that's where I would go?
Around us, my favorite one's Bear Creek, Fintry.
Oh, okay.
Mill Creek has some really great stuff.
Cool.
Down by Enderby, some great stuff.
So you're pretty close. Like you're not. Yeah, you're a quick drive, right?
Right around us, we have a lot of waterfalls. People look at the hills. They're like, "What do you mean? There's waterfalls there?"
Interesting.
Yeah. So there's good stuff.
On the flip side, is there somewhere that you haven't been yet that you want to get to? Is there somewhere? Is there?
Yes, so many places. I really want to go down to the States and see the canyons down there in Arizona, Utah. But I also really want to go to places like Switzerland, Sweden, Portugal, Spain, New Zealand.
Yeah, okay.
As we evolve, we want to go and take their training courses too, to just see how they're
do things differently or not.
Up to ours,
And do you see this growing? Is that the idea for you guys? I mean, there's the local market, obviously, because people want to explore it here. But do you see this eventually? People are coming from Spain because they want to see and experience the BC waterfalls and canyon, and vice versa. Just like you said, you wanted to go there. If I asked the same question, they're like, "Oh, I'd love to go to the Okanagan." Do you see that getting to that point?
I do see it getting to that point. Right now, I think like we're kind of just we don't have critical mass yet, but
start somewhere.
It's like rock climbing in the early 90s, it was kind of a very niche.
Right.
Nowadays, there's people, like there's rock climbing stores, we've got Skaha Bluffs, people all over the place, and they're going more on their own now.
Yeah, okay.
So we want to just make sure that people can go on their own, but we want to give them the appropriate skills so that they can do it, within an appropriate risk matrix.
For sure. Interesting. So where does your passion for, because you can go off and do this yourself, right? Like you can take off this afternoon and go do, but there's obviously a passion to grow the sport in the market and beyond, and then there's got to be a different passion for you to like helping train people and bringing people along. Like what motivates you? Like what drives you on that side of it?
Yeah, that's a good question. I really love teaching people, sharing the skill level that I've brought up. I've mentored quite a few people, and I am super proud of all of them. They're all doing phenomenal things. and I've never really thought of myself as a pioneer before, but apparently it's been brought to my attention that that's what I am doing right now, and there's a handful of us in Canada that are doing this. I just love sharing this with the world. It's such a fun spot, and most people will go to the bottoms of waterfalls or tops of waterfalls.
Right.
But yeah, we like to bring people down, teach them about the ecosystem that they're doing, show them how to tread appropriately in these unique ecosystems, so that we provide as little disruption as possible.
Right.
So yeah.
Interesting. When it comes to the courses, are they typically 1-2 day? Like how do they all range? Like how are the courses structured that way?
They do range. We find it ideally I want to have people for a full week, but that's really hard. That's a lot of skill set. It's a lot of information that I pump out.
Right.
But we're offering 2-day weekend courses, and then the next level we're going to try 4 days, but over 2 weekends. So just trying to make it more accessible for people with our busy time schedules nowadays. And you can absolutely hire me as a private instructor as well, and we just love giving people as much information as we can.
How big are we talk about the courses, let's say, how big are the courses typically? How many people can you take in a course that's comfortable for you?
We could take up to 10 people. The ideal course is smaller,
for sure.
4 to 8 people, more one-on-one time, but we'll bring in more instructors if we need to. And my guides that I've been training for years, they're really keen to be sharing their newly developed skills with people too. So yeah.
And what do the courses range, cost-wise? What do they range for, depending on what you're offering?
Roughly $250 a day is what you can kind of expect.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're reasonable then.
We try to keep it as reasonable as possible because we want it to be accessible. Yeah. But also we do have to feed ourselves at the end.
Oh, for sure. You got 100%. Yeah. So if someone's going through, let's say, one of your courses, once the end of the course comes, the person would be comfortable. They should be comfortable enough to go and adventure on their own. Maybe not to Spain, but some of the locations here.
I would say our intro level course there, you can take that, and the whole idea is to let you know kind of where you sit. So if you've come with a lot of really good skills, maybe you will be ready to go and lead a course. Okay. But it's also a good way for people to meet more like-minded people. For sure. And then as a group,
bit of a network,
they can work together. Great idea. And I'll give them a list of canyons that are within their appropriate skill level. Okay. And my guides are always willing to just go and jump along. And
because you love what you do.
That's it. We do it for fun on our days off.
Yeah. That's awesome. So what about, I guess, equipment, for lack of a better word? How much equipment do you have to buy in order to do the sport?
So the equipment can be, we want wetsuits or dry suits. Wetsuits are cheaper. They hold up better. If you get a hole in it, you're still going to be warm.
Right. Okay.
Dry suits are expensive. Helmets, of course, very important. I love my helmet. Without my helmet, I would not be here. But harnesses, and then we've got personal lanyards and connectors. So there's some of the rescue gear, but the descenders or rappel devices or abseiling devices, the ones that we use in canyoning are very different than what you would use in rock climbing or mountaineering. They're very specialty. There's a lot out there. They all have their different benefits and drawbacks. But the whole idea is so that you can add friction to slow yourself down on the fly. So got it. In canyoning, we are essentially master rappellers. Right. Okay. Whereas rock climbers, they go up. Our whole idea is to go down.
Okay. That's interesting.
And then we have footwear as well. So there are canyon-specific footwear, which have exceptional grip in water. Basically, for me, honestly, the $20 shoes from Walmart are really good because they're quite soft on the bottom. They're not felt bottom, but they grip the rock with as much surface area, so that gives you a lot. So the hiking boots and hiking shoes that have the hard rubber on the bottom, those are actually, they're really great for hiking, but on slippery rocks in the water, they are not the most appropriate.
Interesting.
So yeah, the $20 Walmart shoes
are the ones to use.
I mean, you can buy those and make them work for while you're getting into it, and then you can buy the expensive canyon boots. But yeah, and that's about it.
And where is there a place locally that you can buy this stuff, or do you have to order online, or do you help people with that side of it as well?
We do help people with that side of it. We are we're currently in the process of trying to start a Canadian store because right now the only place you can get any of this gear is online. There's really no places in Canada that really stock any of this stuff.
Interesting. Well, that's too bad. Well, good luck on that. That would be cool.
Well, it's nerve-wracking, but we'll see. I think it'll be really beneficial for when we offer our courses.
For sure.
Then people have an idea they can try out gear.
And, sure. Yeah. Interesting. So if people are listening and they want to learn more, is the best places to go to your website? Is that the best place to learn? And if they want to register for courses or even reach out and they might have questions, because someone might be listeing, maybe they have questions I wasn't able to ask or some specific, is that the best way to connect with you guys?
westcanyon.ca.
Okay.
info@westcanyon.ca.
Okay.
Send all your questions there.
Okay.
And we do our best to answer as promptly as we can.
Love it. And you guys have your social channels as well that I was on earlier, so they can check you out on social as well. But if you just go to westcanyon.ca, that would probably be the best starting point, and they can either go to some social or connect with you guys, or you can book right away on here if you're interested in doing it as well. So.
Yeah.
Awesome. Is there anything, Matthew, that maybe we haven't covered that you want to, sort of some lasting words that you want to leave with someone as they're listening to this?
I guess really if canyoning sounds like a fun time, reach out. We would love to get you out there. We've got family appropriate tours. We've got more committed tours.
Yeah.
If you know a spot that you think I should explore, please let me know.
Love it.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, Matthew, thanks for coming in today and chatting about this, because I didn't know anything about this 30 minutes ago. So it's awesome that, the whole point of these discussions is to get the word out there. And someone, there might be a few people listening and going, wow, I'd love to give that a shot. And that's what the goal is. So thank you for coming in and chatting.
Thank you for having me.
Happy exploring. Hopefully you find some amazing canyons to explore as well.
I'm going to keep on looking.
Love it. And everyone, thank you for joining. Again, big shout out to ATB Wealth for sponsoring and allowing us to do these discussions. So, and if you're interested, like we said, please visit westcanyon.ca and you can submit questions or book or reach out for any questions that you might have. So thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next week. Take care. Bye-bye. Thanks, man.
Thanks.
Community Spotlight, powered by ATB Wealth Kelowna. Ready to take a powerful step towards the future you want today? Connect with local advisors at ATB Wealth Kelowna to get started.